Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my video. I'm back with another video today, and this is a very special video actually because I know that when I'm going to talk about it and give examples and stories, I will certainly remember the old days and nostalgia is going to hit me. So it's a very special video, and I hope I am able to share and connect with you all, and I hope this helps you as well. So as the video says, it's about a dua to attain success. Now when I said I'm going to remember my old days, it's during my school, it's my school days and my college time, where I used this dua. I used to constantly recite this dua to attain success in my exams, during my presentations, my project meetings, etc. So it's going to leave a bittersweet feeling for me because I'm going to remember the excitement, the nervousness I used to feel during my exams or before them, or even when I write them. So yep, let's get into the video and talk about a dua that helped me attain success throughout my school, college days, even at work. Hopefully in some other video I will give you a story or examples of how it helped me during my work days as well. But yeah, let's get into the video. So what is this dua? This dua is from Surah Taha. Let me recite it for you. So it is A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. And after reciting this dua, I would always say, "Oh my Lord, expand me in knowledge." What's the meaning of this ayat, or rather this dua from Surah Taha? My Lord, expand for me my chest, that is, ease my heart. Make my task easy for me, and loosen the knot from my tongue so that they may understand my speech. That is so beautiful. Now, when I look at the meaning of this dua, when I recite it, I know the meaning and I know exactly when I'm asking for what. So I stress on that specific word whenever I feel like I need something specific. Now the meaning of this dua is so beautiful, and it is, I mean, if we have to elaborate it, if we say, for example, my Lord, expand for me my chest, that is, ease my heart. What can we take from this? Expand for me my chest. That means let me understand more, let me seek more knowledge, let me learn more. Ease my heart and make it easy for me to learn more. And open my chest, expand my chest so that I can store more knowledge within me. That's what it means. And so whenever I would want to do well in exams, and I wanted to remember a certain something well so that I can do well in my exams, I would stress on this specific meaning. So that's for that those wordings. Next is make my task easy for me. That is, I would stress on this meaning when I would do my projects, or when I would stay up all night doing something, but I still have so much more left to do when I'm losing motivation. I would stress on this meaning, this prayer, that make my task easy for me. I'm struggling, Ya Allah. Can you please make this task easy for me? Can you please help me with this project so that I can finish it on time? And loosen the knot from my tongue so that they can understand my speech. Now, this is my most favorite part. Now, even before I start recording my YouTube videos, I recite this dua I recite this prayer and I stress on this specific meaning. That is, loosen the knot from my tongue so that they may understand my speech. So why? Why do I focus on this meaning before I record my videos when I recite the prayer? Why do I focus on this meaning? I would also especially stress on this meaning whenever I would go, whenever I'd have my presentations to do, or I would go on stage, or I would have debates in my college, in my school days, or I would have just group meetings, or before my meetings at work. I would especially focus on this meaning and pray to Allah specifically to loosen the knot in my tongue so that they can understand me better. That is because, what does this mean? It means to loosen the knot from my tongue. That is to help the words from my mouth flow better, that they may understand my speech, that the person that I'm speaking to, that is you guys, or my teachers in school, or my managers during my meeting, or the clients that I present my ideas to, so that they can understand my speech better. Subhanallah, this prayer is truly very special to me because I use this on a daily basis, maybe more than 10 times a day, or at least 5 times a day, because it has got so much in it. It helps, it basically focuses on the fact that we are asking Allah, and only Allah, to help us expand our chest so that we can seek more knowledge and store it and remember it well, one. And second, we are asking Allah to help us ease our task, whatever is it that we're doing. Suppose you're cleaning your house and you're finding it difficult. You can recite this dua and ask Allah to ease that task for you. Or if you want to put forth an idea to somebody, or if you want to have a conversation with someone and you've been very, very nervous about it, so you can use you can recite this beautiful dua, this beautiful prayer before you begin the conversation, so that Allah will loosen the knot from your tongue to help your words flow better, so that you can have a conversation, a very meaningful conversation, so that the person you want to talk to can understand your speech better. That's the power, that's the beauty of this prayer. Now, what's the context of this prayer in Surah Taha? So it is when Allah commanded Prophet Musa alayhi salam to go to Pharaoh and spread Islam, invite him towards Islam. And immediately Prophet Musa alayhi salam expressed his fear and concerns, because the Pharaoh was a very unjust, cruel, and brutal leader who would harm anyone and everyone that would go against him. He had the ability to kill. He had the power to kill people if they would go against him. So Prophet Musa alayhi salam expressed his concerns to Allah, saying that, this is the scenario. I mean, what if he kills me or harms the people? What will I do then? And that is when Prophet Musa alayhi salam prayed to Allah this prayer to help him in his task, to expand his chest so that they can understand him better. This is when this was used, and that is truly so powerful. So Prophet Musa alayhi salam recited this dua, Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, asking Allah for help so that he is able to put forth his invitation in a good way, or so that something good comes out of this. Now, if the great Prophet Musa alayhi salam, who was chosen by Allah, had to ask Allah for help, for confidence and clarity of speech, then you with this dua, recited this dua and asked Allah for help, then definitely us as sinful human beings, I mean, us sinful slaves of Allah can definitely use this prayer to ask Allah for more ease in our life, or to help us with ease in our tasks, to help us with clarity of speech, and also to expand our knowledge. Definitely. So that's the context of this prayer in the Quran, in Surah Taha, and it is so powerful. It is so beautiful that Prophet Musa alayhi salam, recited this dua to asking Allah to ease his task to go to the Pharaoh with the invitation of Islam. So that is so powerful. Now, for me personally, when did I discover this prayer? I think I was around 13, 14-ish. Yes, I was around 14 years old when my mother, she found out this dua, this prayer in the Quran, and she kind of translated it for me and learned that this dua was recited by Prophet Musa alayhi salam to ask Allah to ease his task. And she basically wrote down the dua and gave it to me, and told me that whenever I want to do well in my exams, or I want to present something, or basically have a conversation with someone that is really important, and I want them to understand my my ideas, my opinions well, she asked me to use this. And I did that. I literally did that. So I took down the dua. I recited it whenever I needed to, and eventually I memorized it. So I was 14 years old when I discovered this dua. And the beauty of this is that as soon as I started reciting this on a daily basis, when my school started, right? So they were around. This was around the summer vacations, and I was pretty young then, and it wasn't even an important class, as in it wasn't like the 10th grade where it's board exams or anything like that. It was the 9th grade, which was kind of like a chilled, not so important, time of a school life. Basically, that's when it's advised to enjoy your school life as much as you can, because you are coming to an end where you'll have to go to your pre-university stages of life. So that's when you're supposed to relax and understand these subjects instead of just memorizing them. So this was the time, and as soon as I started using this dua, reciting the dua on a daily basis, what I noticed was that my interest towards studying, towards academics, increased. So this was 2 months before my school even started, during summer vacations. This is when we're supposed to be enjoying and not even thinking about studying. What I did is I approached my senior, took their books, kept it in my room, and read them every single day. This is even before any classes started. So I used to try to understand the formulae. I still remember it was a mathematics book, and it was something about. I actually don't remember the name of the exact chapter, but I do remember it was something very complicated. And because I went through it during my summer vacations, when the school actually started, in the classes, when our teacher would teach about it, I would be the first person to, open up. I mean, give the answer, actually solve the problems. That gave me so much confidence. And I still remember that the very first test we had, I had scored 97% out of 100. 97 out of 100. And that was such a boost to my confidence, because I was to be honest, before my ninth grade, I was kind of underconfident. I did not have much confidence in myself. So, yes, definitely. So, this is what helped me. And since that since that test where I scored 97 out of 100, after that, my confidence just kept increasing. My knowledge just kept increasing, regardless of whether or not I got good grades. My knowledge, my confidence was always just going up. I mean, it was never a curve, or it never went down. It was always up. So that's when I discovered it. And another example I would like to give, which is very special to me, because that's what got me into public speaking, into talking in front of an audience and all of that. That is in my pre-university. I was 16 years old when I made the two most amazing friends ever. I'm not in contact with one of them, but I do have the other friend, their contact with me. They're both very special to me. So because we had similar interests, similar hobbies. You know what? I actually would like to make a video about them. They have no idea I make YouTube videos because we're hardly in touch. But they will know when I make the videos that it is about them. Anyways, so yes. I really feel that reciting this dua on a constant basis helped me in finding the right friends for me. So I literally was hanging out with like-minded people, and we all know how important that is in life. So that definitely helped me with my speech as well, because we would connect and we would talk about things that no one else would care about. It was we would have such deep conversations, and every moment spent with them, it felt like an investment, because I was investing in my confidence, in my speech, in my thoughts, because we would not gossip. We never gossiped, but all we talked about were productive things. So that was a beautiful time in my life. That's another thing that I feel like reciting this dua, reciting this prayer on a daily basis got me closer to like-minded people, which in turn improved me as a person, my confidence. And also, the three of us were really good public speakers. The teacher, a professor, she kind of noticed that and encouraged us in doing presentations, public speaking. And we would have so much fun doing that. We would have competitions, and I won so many of them. We would constantly do presentations here or there, and we would go to the classes, our juniors, and talk to them about how to get rid of stage fear. It was just we had fun, as what I can say, alhamdulillah, while actually preparing for our exams and the classes. We had so much fun. So that's another example. And again, that we graduated and everything, and I moved to university. So how the reciting this dua helped me was, of course, again with exams, but there's two very specific and very important, beautiful things that happened that basically, like, where my confidence skyrocketed was when, number one, I got into poetry. I loved poetry. I would write poetry about everything, about nature, about my parents, about my father, mother, just generally about parents, about friendship, romance, about mainly about Islam and how beautiful Islam is. And I did have an Instagram page, but it didn't work. I kind of lost it eventually, so I was into poetry at that. Let's just say I was into poetry. And the first year, I kind of participated in a competition, a poetry competition, and learned so much from it. I did not win it, but made good friends and learned so much from it. People started knowing me as someone good in poetry, someone who has, who is good at public speaking, who does not have stage fear. The very next year, it was a harder competition because this was a competition where a lot of universities were involved. Around 10 to 20 universities were involved, and I think it had a couple of rounds, and the topic given to us was very hard. I don't remember what topic it was, but it was very difficult. And what I did was I participated, and I didn't think anything of it. I just gave it my all. But on the stage, I excelled. I expressed every single word of the poetry with all my heart and soul, that I felt like the audience was crying with me. I honestly felt like the judge wept when I was reciting the most emotional part of my poem. So that was a beautiful experience, and definitely before I even started writing the poem in that hall, I recited Rabbi Shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, where I focused on the part where I ask Allah to make this task easy for me. And before going on the stage, I focused on the part where I ask Allah to loosen the knot in my tongue so that they can understand my speech. And when I went on stage and performed, wow, that was the best feeling in the whole world. And I could literally feel that Allah was with me, helping me. I won the competition. I won it, and it was a cash prize. I was given the money, and I still don't know what I did about it. I think I saved it or something. But yeah, that and another story is, again, a beautiful, I will never ever forget that story in my life. Ever. I still bring it up in conversations. When I meet new people, I bring this story up every single time. The story is so special to me, and it's so painful that I want to talk about it in detail. What I will do is I will put another video where I, give you a story that basically will help you understand how important and how painful my experience was, along with the success I attained. I mean, the outcome of it was beautiful. So, it's not a big, huge thing that happened. It's just a simple, small thing, but it really had a big impact in me, in my confidence, and in my faith in Allah, especially my faith in Allah. Also, how important good friendships are. So that will be part 2, or that will be a miracle story that I will put it out for you guys soon. But for now, I hope I was able to, explain how much I love this prayer to you in a good way, so that it was useful to you. Again, this is a prayer that Prophet Musa alayhi salam recited when he wanted help from Allah, but when Allah asked him to invite the Pharaoh towards Islam. Prophet Musa alayhi salam asked for clarity in speech to ease task and to expand his chest for knowledge. This dua, just recite it whenever you want to, whenever, if you have an exam, if you have a presentation, or if you just want to have a good conversation with somebody, if there's something important you need to tell your spouse or your parents or your friends, your family, but you're kind of scared if they'll take it positively or not, you can also recite this dua before you go on your work meetings, or when you go on public platforms, or if you make YouTube videos or any videos or whatsoever, then you can recite this dua before that, or just to improve your connection with Allah and to gain confidence in life. Recite this dua. It is absolutely beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much for listening to me. Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, soon I will make another video where how this prayer helped me. It's basically, I can easily say it's a miracle story. I will soon put it out there, inshallah. But for now, thank you so much. Thanks again. Jazakallah, and hope you have a lovely, lovely week. Take care, and assalamu alaikum.